Adnan was a 24-year-old university student struggling to pay his tuition fees and take care of his sick younger brother after their parents had passed away in a tragic accident. He worked late nights at a cafe, barely earning enough for rent, when one evening, fate brought in Mrs. Zara Malik, a graceful 71-year-old millionaire businesswoman, elegant in her silk shawl, eyes sharp yet kind, who had come for tea but stayed for a conversation that lasted hours, and over the next few weeks, she returned again and again, each time asking about Adnan's studies, his life, his dreams, until one day, she made him an unbelievable proposal. "Marry me, Adnan," she said softly, "and I will make sure your brother's treatment, your education, your future, are all taken care of." The world called her crazy, the neighbors whispered about gold digging and scandal, but Adnan saw in her a strange sincerity and also a lifeline for his drowning family, so he agreed, telling himself it was just a transaction, yet feeling a pull in his chest he couldn't explain. Their wedding was quiet, no flowers, no music, just a legal signature and a small smile from Zara, and for the first few days, everything was calm. She stayed in her grand library reading old poetry, and he in his small guest room, unsure how to bridge the vast gap of years and worlds between them, until on the seventh day, she asked him to join her for dinner in the garden, the table lit with dozens of candles, a soft jazz tune playing, and after they ate, she stood slowly, walked to a locked door at the far end of the garden, and handed him a key, saying only, "It's time you know the truth." His heart pounded as he turned the key and stepped inside to find walls covered with hundreds of photographs. Not of her, but of him, from his childhood to his teenage years, some even from the street where he used to play cricket. Images he had never known were taken, all arranged in perfect order, along with newspaper clippings about his family's accident, his brother's illness, and his scholarships. His knees went weak as Zara spoke behind him, voice trembling for the first time. "Adnan, I knew your mother. She saved my life when I was a young woman, and I promised her if anything ever happened, I would protect her children. I searched for years to find you, and when I finally did, I couldn't just walk away." Tears blurred his eyes as he turned to her, the weight of her sacrifice and the depth of her promise crushing him in a way no gossip or judgment could match. This was not a transaction. This was the purest form of loyalty and love, though not the romantic kind people imagined. Over the next weeks, Adnan saw Zara not as an old millionaire, but as a guardian who kept a decades-old promise, and he began caring for her with the same devotion she had shown him, until their home was filled not with the sound of money or luxury, but with the quiet laughter of two souls who understood each other, and as Adnan shared his story years later, he looked into the camera and said, "People will judge you without knowing the truth. But sometimes, the most unexpected people in your life are the ones who save you. Value them before it's too late." So if you believe real stories like this should be told, subscribe to our channel now, because the next story might just change the way you see the world forever.